Good afternoon. So I wasn't sure if I was going to film or not, and then I thought I would just film. I think some people might find this vlog kind of interesting, and also in our new flat I have no service and no Wi-Fi yet, and I forgot to download like my podcasts I was downloading. They actually didn't download, so I'm really bored, so talking to myself seems better than sitting in silence all day. So I'm in my new flat. We've moved to just outside of Cambridge in Hertfordshire, and yeah, and it is Monday. I'm getting married on Saturday, going on our honeymoon on Monday, so I have a lot to do because we only moved into this flat on Wednesday, and this flat is a lot smaller. We were living like in Bournemouth, so it's quite a far move. It's like 150 miles, but we moved out in one day and then moved in the next day, so it's like over a 2-day period. So we actually moved in last Thursday, but anyway, yeah, so it's been chaotic, but we didn't see this flat before we rented it because we just couldn't get up here, and like all the viewings were booked and stuff, so the first time we saw it was the day we moved in, which was a bit scary, and it's much smaller than our last flat. So we had to send the removal van away with some of our furniture, and we had to do a massive declutter, and I'm sorry I didn't record that. It's been so chaotic, and yeah, still got stuff to take to the recycling centre, donation centre, stuff like that. But yeah, this week is mainly like getting ready for the wedding, getting ready for the honeymoon, and I just thought I would share it with you. So currently I've just been to my parents' house because I live near my family now, and I had my flowers delivered, my wedding flowers. I'm not going to show you them, obviously, they're not even here, but yeah, they are dried flowers. So I have a dried bouquet, like flower headbands and buttonholes, and then we don't have any other flowers for like the venue because we're getting married in the woods, so there's no point really. So I've got all the dried flowers now. They're gorgeous. They're from a local company, I'll leave them linked down below, called Wilt. They're based in Hertfordshire, and they're amazing. They're all grown seasonally and then dried, so that you can have like the flowers you want throughout the year without it being unsustainable. Yeah, so it's really cool. And now I'm currently making our confetti cones. So I have this old book, it's Plato the Republic, and it's basically falling apart, so I've decided to rip it up and turn it into confetti cones. This is kind of what they look like, and I just went to the stationery shop because we ran out of tape when we were packing, got some this like paper tape with leaves on. They didn't have any normal brown paper tape. I'm just turning it into cones, and I've done quite a lot. There we go. We've got like 60 people attending during the day, so well, not quite 60, but I'm going to make 60 to the spare. I just think that's a good round number. So I've ripped out 60 pages, making my way through it, which is good. And then I'm going to fill them, and I'm filling them with lavender. So this is actually, like a pile of them. This is actually grown by my partner's mum. She has a huge lavender bush in her garden, and she cut loads of the lavender off, dried it, and then these are from last year's harvest, and she's got loads more fresh lavender for this year. And I love lavender, and we checked with the farm to see if we could sprinkle lavender and if that's okay with the deer, stuff like that, and everything was like okay. They gave us the okay because I know nothing about that. So we're going to fill all the confetti cones with some lavender, and that will be our confetti, which is lovely. And yeah, it's quite noisy where my flat is. Yeah, so I'm just going to finish this, and then we'll fill them all together, and it'll be quite fun. So I had to go back around all of them and put a second bit of tape because the tape's just a bit rubbish. It's quite expensive as well, but this is all of them now, all done. got one of the pots of lavender. Oh my god, it smells amazing. Yeah, and I'm just going to scoop it in. Probably make them quite full because we have so much lavender, but not so they're overflowing. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, like that feels good. Yeah, just do that over and over and over again. Good morning. We all know I'm really bad at following up on my vlogs. I film a couple of clips and then I stop and then I pick it up again. But anyway, the other clips were only yesterday, but I did finish all of the confetti cones and sorry, I'm really tired. I think I slept well. It's Tuesday now and it rained loads last night, which is good. It's meant to be sunny on Saturday, the day of our wedding. And it's good it's all wet now because it hasn't rained for a while here in England, like properly, and everything's looking a bit sad. But anyway, so finish all the confetti cones. I'll show them to you quick. Here we go, and I still have like 4, 5, 6 boxes of lavender. I only used 3 boxes of lavender, which is just insane. There's so much. So my mother-in-law did give me some like little lavender bags, and I to maybe like do as what are they called? You know, like gifts you give your guests at the wedding. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then I can hang them like up or something. I can just like tie them up or something. That'd be good. So I'm gonna finish that today. This is what they look like. So I had to put 2 pieces of tape on it, like I said. And it's just a page of a book and it's a little cone, and they're all filled with lavender. I think they look really, really pretty. I made about 70 in the end because I made 60, so we have about 55 guests, including children. And I thought, oh, maybe like other people that are there, like our caterers might want some or something. So I rounded up to 60, and then I had like some gaps in the thing, and I just thought, oh, I'm just gonna put it up. Both of these baskets, by the way, the baskets are actually from, I had some bulbs in this when we had a balcony in our last flat, and yeah, I like cleared it out, took the plastic lining out, and same with this, which I'm not sure how. I think this was lined, and I've used it as multiple things over the years, so I just gave both of them a bit of a scrub, and they work quite well. Very cute. Just to have little baskets. So they're done, and like I said, I've got loads of confetti left, and I also have all of my napkins, but basically I don't have any service or Wi-Fi in this flat yet, and my partner's going to work from home, so we're going to go over to my parents' house today. They're out, kind of like spend some time with their dog, and I'm also going to do some wedding stuff there because we're having our wedding reception in their garden. So I think I'm going to take a bunch of stuff to do there. We're going to spend most of the day there. Like I'm going to iron all the napkins, put all the name cards on and stuff, and yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then just do more admin-y things like replying to emails, and I also need to do the seating plan. So yeah, when I went out yesterday and got the tape for the confetti cones, I also got some card and a pen. We've got a really good shop in our local town that sells like individual pens, individual sheets of cards. Like, it's so hard nowadays to find individual things. You usually have to buy a box, and it really wasn't that expensive. So yeah, I bought some card, and I bought some I bought a permanent marker, so I can draw our seating plan, and yeah, that's kind of the plan for today, to be honest. We've also started packing with the honeymoon, just finishing off washing. I won't put another wash on now, I'll put one on tomorrow, I think, so spending all day out of the house, but yeah, it should be good. Yeah, we're going on a honeymoon like 2 days after the wedding, but Anyway, it's me rambled for long enough in your ear, but yeah, I'm gonna finish like gathering my stuff for the day, and then if I've got time, I'm gonna finish our like herb bundle things, because I got some lavender when I went to France with my mum, to make the rest of the herb bundles for our ceremony that I need to go to our celebrant on Friday. But yeah, I need to get ready first for the day, like properly pack myself. So let's go. Come here. Oh, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Look. This is Bertie. She's 4 now. She's a white boxer doggy. She's very sweet. She doesn't really like the heat though, so she hasn't been that well the last month or so. Yeah. You don't like the heat, do you? No, it makes you upset. But it's okay. Let's get better. We'll get better. So, like I said, who is this bitch? I still have loads of lavender left. I got 4 of those tubs. It smells nice, doesn't it? This tub and this tub. So a lot. Isn't a bad thing. Got all that. And what I think I'm gonna do, let me this away, is my mother-in-law also gave me all these bags that she bought to make lavender bags, and she said we can use them as, we can have the rest and use them as party favours. That's what they're called, party favours. Yes, that's what they're called. They're called party favours. She's so good. There's like 57 in there, so it's not 47, so it's not quite enough for the number of guests. But I don't think everyone will want one, will they? So we're just gonna go with it. Doesn't matter. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is see how far that goes. Scoop some in each of these bags, tie them up, so that they're all like pretty, and yeah, and then we can like put them in a box or something, or hang them up on the day, go to take them. I don't know. What do you think? Good idea? No? No. It's okay. We'll see how it goes. Oh, lavender buds. This is not edible. Yeah, that's enough. Maybe like that. I think that's good. We can put them in this bowl for Hello, so finished making all of the little bag things. There's still a little bit of lavender left over, but not too much, so that's okay. Now, all the lorries. I thought I would share with you some of my wedding things. You can see that you're sitting on a box of our glasses that are still here from our move, so sorry. You can see the stuffing coming out. I thought I'd show you some wedding bits because I'm not doing a wedding vlog, and this is the last vlog I'll do before the wedding. It might be in 2 parts, you never know if I film loads or just 1 part or whatever, but I'm not having a videographer or anything, so I thought I would show you some of the wedding day bits since this is like a wedding vlog. So the first thing is I painted this little picture which just has a menu of, we're having a macaron tower, of vegan macarons. I'll leave everything I mentioned linked below. So it's from the English Rose Bakery in Manchester, and they sell vegan macarons, and we've had a couple of their boxes before, but we're having 200 for the wedding, for the evening. So yeah, I made a little thing, and so people know the flavours, and yeah, they can make that decision. So that's cute. My grandparents also bought me, I think I did share this in another video, this wedding day decoration thing. So I'm actually getting ready in my parents' house in their living room. They've got quite a large living room, which is nice. There's a few of us, it's just family and a few friends, because I don't have like a bridal party. My brother is my man of honour, so yeah, so I'm going to get ready down there, so I'm going to have this to hang up. Then the bits, I'm meeting the Celebrant on Friday to run through what's happening, and I have this box that I've prepared for her. So this is the book. We're having a reading from The Prophet, a poem reading by one of my partner's best men, one of his brothers. And then in here, this is our ceremony rope. So we're having a hand fasting ceremony, which I'm really excited about, and it's about 40 minutes long. We have an independent celebrant called Hilder, and I'll leave her link down below as well, because she's been like so incredible, and honestly it's been so wonderful working with her. So I made us a ceremony rope. So this is one long bit of rope, and then there are these Celtic heart knots that I tied all around it. The rope is about 5 meters long, and there is 7 Celtic heart knots, which the herbs will be laid on or in between or whatever, just so it looks nice and even. So that's for the day, and the ceremony rope is going to be laid by our parents, which is lovely. And then I have already shown these, but I'll show them again in case you missed the video where I made them. These are our hand fasting ribbons, which we're having a hand fasting with, that I made with, I think it's raw silk, some wedding dress fabric that my grandma gave me. She used to be a seamstress. She's had it for over 30 years and she gave it to me, so I use that. So exciting. And then I just need to finish making our bunches of herbs, which will be laid by our grandparents around the ceremony circle after our parents have laid the ceremony rope. And then I thought I would show you my accessories. So I have this gorgeous little vintage bag that my mother-in-law bought me for Christmas, actually, from a vintage shop. It's so pretty. It's like the perfect thing just to put lipstick in. I won't need my phone on the day or anything like that, so hey ho. And then in here I have this wooden acorn that I bought off of Etsy, that I'm going to tie to our ring bearer, who is my cousin, and he's 2, so I don't want him to lose him, and it's quite hard to undo. So it unscrews, and inside this handkerchief is our wedding rings. Now, we made our own wedding rings with I don't know if it's her full name, but Anna Loucah, I think that's how you say it, Anna Loucah, yeah. She's based in London, and yeah, anyway, we made our own wedding rings with her. We went for a wedding ring workshop. We made silver rings because we decided to have our rings in platinum, because my engagement ring that's vintage is platinum, so you need to like match the metal, otherwise it has different strengths and it wears it down. So we went and we spent the day making silver rings. She is she won an Ethical and Sustainability Jewellers Award. She only uses recycled platinum, ethically sourced metals, diamonds, gemstones. She's a real advocate for, you know, fair working conditions, fair pay, recycled materials, stuff like that. So it's just incredible. It was so incredible working with her. And yeah, so these are our rings. My partner's got like a standard platinum band. I've got a platinum band, but I don't know if you can see, you probably can't. Maybe I'll just insert a clip. It has a olive branch leaf engraved around the edge. I did want it hand engraved, but it was just too thin, they couldn't do it. So it's lasered, but that's okay. And we're just keeping them in here. And yeah, so there are wedding rings. Sorry. They're made from recycled platinum, nice and sustainable, and that means a lot to us. And again, I'll tie this to my little cousin. And then for my wedding jewellery, I got this little ring. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear it. I bought this on Vinted. And then my necklace, I have shown before, I got off of Etsy from a local seller, from a seller in Greece actually. But yeah, a small jeweller. Oh, she was so lovely, honestly. Like, it made me cry when it turned up. And it's olive branch all the way around. And I'm going to wear the earrings that my partner Ed, he bought me when we first got together. He bought me some olive branch earrings. That's kind of inspired all of this. And just some meaning behind olive branches in terms of like femininity and like women and independence and just all that. It just, everything plays in, everything is very symbolic at our wedding, which I really, really love. So they're those bits. And then I have our flowers. So we're not, because we're getting married in the woods, we're not having like flowers decorating. We're not having anything decorating actually. But I do have flowers, and all of the, like my brother and my partner's brothers, my dad and stuff all have flowers. So these are our buttonholes, our boutonnieres, and they're all dried. So this again is from another small company, I'll leave link down below, called Wilt Studios, or is it just Wilt? Wilt. They're based in Hertfordshire, which is where I now live and where we're getting married. And everything is grown like organically, seasonally, and then they dry the flowers and then they create dried bouquets and stuff like that, and events things. And yeah, it's so incredible. I love what they do. They do use fresh flowers as well sometimes, but I wanted it all dried because we're going on our honeymoon like right away, and I didn't want to have to worry about them. So they're all slightly different as well, which I really love that. It just makes it so unique. And I didn't actually know what flowers I was getting. I just set out, I like the look of these ones, and she was like, okay, anything in particular you want? And I was like, no, use your best estimate, guess, whatever, and I'll be happy. And so when they turned up yesterday, it was like the first time I'd seen them, and it was really exciting. And she got the cutest little pins to put them on the boys with like little diamantes on. So that's gorgeous. And I have a flower crown. This is my flower crown, all dried flowers, and it has a thing on the back, and I'm sure you'll see pictures of me at my wedding on my Instagram. And that's just so exciting. It's so beautifully made. I've always wanted a flower crown. Having a hand fasting woodland wedding, I need a flower crown, and it means I can hang this up when I'm done. I don't need to dry it because my mum has her bouquet dried. She still has it. They've been married for 32 years this summer, I think, and she still has it, and I've always loved that. And yeah, I'm just so excited, and I think I'm going to press some of the buttonholes and give them to people as gifts. I managed to find secondhand some of those like hanging glass frames, so I think I'd quite like to do that as like memorabilia for like the men in my life. And yes, let me just tie this up quick. Sorry, I know this is a long video. And then finally, well, not quite finally, my bouquet. This is my bouquet. It's good because it's like flat at the back, you know, so you hold it against yourself, and it is just absolutely stunning. I'm so happy. It's just perfect, and yeah, it's just so beautiful. It's even got sprigs of lavender in there, and it's so lovely. It looks so beautiful. And then in this box is some just loose flowers. These are going to go on the Macaron tower that we're having, just as like decor, and I'll just let, we've got some people I went to school with and stuff serving drinks in the evening back at my parents' house, and I'll let them put that on there. I'm not that fussy, but everything kind of goes. So my partner's suit, I can show you quick actually, is like a pink linen, and yeah, he did buy it new. All of the suits have been bought new, and because it could be quite hot, no one's wearing ties, no one's wearing waistcoats. Most people have got linen suits, but they're not all matching. So that was something that I really wanted, because my partner's brothers, they didn't have a suit, and they both got like graduations this year and proms and stuff like that, and I wanted them to have a suit that they would wear again, like a nice suit that they can wear to the wedding and then they can wear again that they'll be comfortable in. So they're all wearing white shirts, they're not wearing ties or anything, they'll have their buttonholes, but they're all different, and they've all got a suit, a new suit that they will wear again. And that was really important to me, that you don't just buy a suit and wear it for one day and that's it. So my partner's going to take these trousers on our honeymoon, my cousin's getting married in the summer, one of my best friends is getting married in the summer and he's going to wear this suit, so happy days, and he loves it. And then a few other things for up in the woods is I got some citronella candles just in case, and these are soy wax. That was really important to me. And they come in these little tins. I did order those on Amazon because we were moving. It's kind of hard to function, you know. But yeah, so that's going up to the woods. So that's really exciting. And then I have all of these beautiful jams from Dorset with Love that we bought when we were still living in Bournemouth. We've got 6 jars because we're having a vegan afternoon tea. Everything at our wedding is vegan. And yeah, just have these gorgeous jams. 2 strawberries, 2 blueberries. And then we have... what's this one? Oh, that's strawberry. Oh yeah, this one had a bit of an accident, I think. This is apple and blackcurrant and blackberry. And then we have an apricot jam as well. So got 6 jams, and yeah, that's it actually. And then in case you didn't know, my wedding dress is vintage, so it's second hand. It is silk, so it's not a vegan material, but all the boy suits that we've bought, or that they've got, none of them have got woolen. That was like a big requirement for us, that everything was vegan. Even if like they're like buying it, it's like you don't wear a wool suit to the wedding, you know, you wear linen or cotton. That's because we didn't want any exploitation, you know. My partner, his shoes are from Will's Vegan Shoes. He has some Oxfords from Will's Vegan Shoes, which is a vegan shoe company, which they're lovely. And all the other boys have got second-hand shoes, all vegan shoes. And what else? Oh yeah, so my dress is vintage but silk, and I also have a shawl to wear with it, and that is also vintage and silk. So I'm happy to wear like second-hand silk actually, because I think it's just such a beautiful fabric. I know some people don't like that, you know, but also it's going to be hot, like I want something that's breathable. But yeah, so I've got vintage silk, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you those bits because I thought you might enjoy it, and yeah, see what we're doing. And all the tablecloths and stuff, my dad found all the tablecloths on Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, now I'm going to go and make our herbs and then iron all of our napkins, which I've made, so yeah. Just finished these ones and they look really good. So I just bought supermarket herbs, rosemary and sage, just fresh. It's good because I think these are in season now as well, so that's good. Especially I know the sage is in season, because I know that sometimes when you buy like sage smudge sticks, it's not very sustainable, especially like white sage. So it was good that this was like British and in season. So they're all done because I dried them, they shrunk a lot, so I just rewrap them, and now they're almost pretty much dry. And this is the French lavender I bought when I was in France with my mum. So yeah, I spent a lot of my childhood in France, so I wanted to get French lavender for the ceremony circle just because it meant a lot to me. A bit of France there. My cousin's actually getting married in France because we spent so much time in France growing up. So yeah, I'm going to wrap these. I think I'm going to cut them though, so I'm going to cut them like here, so they're like a similar thing, and make it like a smudge, because yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. Good morning, it's another day and more wedding stuff. It's actually Wednesday now, so only a couple of days for the wedding. I've given our shoes, our white shoes, a good wash. These are my like wedding shoes. These are from Ahinsa shoes, so like barefoot shoes, like all my shoes. My partner has these white Vivo barefoot Primus lights that he's taken on our honeymoon, but I just whitened them with just some I've got like a stain removing bar, so I just like rubbed that all over, let it sit for a bit, and then washed it off and scrubbed it and stuff. Yeah, I've taken the laces out of these. I will put the original laces back in, but when I had to buy some more ribbon because I couldn't collect enough like secondhand ribbon to do all of my place settings, so I had to buy a roll of ribbon, and I decided when I went there that I would get some ribbon for my shoes to make them a bit more dressy for the day. So I bought some white ribbon, this is just polyester, and yeah, I'm gonna put them as laces in my shoes.